It's good to be bad. That's the marketing slogan that Jaguar has adopted to promote their new F-Type coupe. In the same way that Aston Martin has become synonymous with James Bond, Jaguar has managed to portray themselves as the British villain, as they explain in their Super Bowl TV spot. We've already seen Jaguar and Aston Martin fight it out in Die Another Day, where Bond battles his archenemy on the ice in an epic face-off between XKR and V12 Vanquish, each fitted with various high-explosive gadgets and missiles. The battle is due to continue in the upcoming Bond movie Spectre 2, which features an epic car chase between Aston Martin and Jaguar concept cars. If Aston Martin is for those who want a powerful sports car but with sophistication and class, Jaguar is for those who have a darker, more sinister side. While the brand isn't quite as high-end as Aston Martin, it easily matches and in some areas surpasses its closest Aston Martin rival, the V8 Vantage. The Jaguar F-Type does have some notable heritage in its family tree. It's the spiritual successor to Jaguar's most popular classic, the E-Type, which can be seen from its overall profile and key styling cues. It's also the model successor to the XK, one of Jaguar's best performing sports touring cars. The F-Type's design was also overseen by the famous designer Ian Callum, who was the artist behind many Aston Martins such as the DB7 and Vanquish. Performance-wise, the F-Type comes in two flavours, V6 and V8. The 3-litre supercharged V6 is actually more than any buyer could want, but we have the latest top-spec V8R to play with in-game, which packs 550 horsepower into a 5-litre supercharged engine, giving it vitals of 4 seconds to 60 and a top speed of 186 miles per hour. The F-Type marries that powerful engine with an ultra-refined all-aluminium chassis, which gives the car an ultimate power-to-weight ratio that not only gives it the best acceleration performance, but also makes this car handle superbly. Double wishbone front and rear suspension with adaptive dampers plus 25 different driving modes programmed to suit different road conditions and driving styles combines automotive engineering with digital technology to provide the best results possible. Advanced computers are actually used throughout this vehicle to create a 21st century sports car. It features all the usual modern safety measures, but also a range of performance enhancing improvements too, such as torque vectoring braking, which reduces understeer by feeding brake torque to each of the four corners. The electronic active differential helps put the strength of those 550 horses through the rear wheels, or distributed to all four wheels with up to a 50-50 split in the case of the all-wheel drive version. Then there's the cool gizmos like this switchable active exhaust for controlling the bypass valves and amplifying the sound of the apocalypse that comes out of those four pipes. The dynamic eye display, which allows you to communicate with F-Type via a touchscreen display to personalise your ride, right down to the simple touches like the full LED running lights and rear lamps, as well as cool LED illuminated door handles that sit flush until they pop out ready for allowing entry. So this week's question, which car would you choose between the Jaguar F-Type and the Aston Martin V8 Vantage? I'm torn between them myself. The Aston was at the top spot in my potentially affordable dream car to own in the future list, but the F-Type could replace it. I love the styling of both cars equally. There's not much in it performance-wise, with the F-Type actually being more technologically advanced. I prefer the slightly more sporty interior of the Jag than the abundance of tan leather in the Aston. But saying you own an Aston Martin gets you more cool points than owning a Jaguar. I think the throaty roar of the V8 Vantage still beats the cracks and rattles of the F-Type's exhaust note, plus I'd have to opt for the V8 F-Type over the V6 to match the V8 of the Vantage, even though I wouldn't actually need it. However, the main selling point of the F-Type over the Aston is the price. You're getting a newer car for less money. I'd have to look at 10-year-old V8 Vantages to get them in my hypothetically affordable price range, but in 5 years' time I reckon used F-Types will be down to around the £30,000 mark once the initial depreciation has taken its toll. In the meanwhile though, I'll just have to keep enjoying this car in video games while I slowly build up my piggy bank.